survived a serial killer, my true story. My name is Elara. This isn't a story about darkness, though it began there. It's a story about the fragile, furious light you find when the darkness tries to swallow you whole. It's the story of one night and everything that came after. I was 21, walking home from the library. The streetlights buzzed with that lonely yellow sound. He was just a man in a dark coat, leaning against a brick wall, watching the rain fall. I remember thinking how ordinary he looked. He didn't chase me. He didn't even speak. But as I passed, his eyes locked onto mine. There was a sudden, sickening clarity in that moment, the feeling of a predator choosing its mark. A switch flipped. I sped up, heart hammering a frantic rhythm against my ribs. I ran the last block. I fumbled the key, burst through the door, and collapsed against it, breath burning in my lungs. When I looked out the peephole, the street was empty. He was gone. But the feeling of his presence lingered like a cold, toxic fog. A week later, they announced the news. The police were searching for a serial killer they called the Architect. They showed a sketch. It was the man from the street, the ordinary man. My brief encounter was not a random scare. It was my life being spared by mere seconds. The survival was just the beginning. I started seeing him everywhere, in the faces of strangers, in the shadows beneath parked cars. Every creaking floorboard, every late-night siren was him returning. The world I knew, safe and predictable, had shattered. Only my friend, Silas, seemed to understand that the real threat wasn't the killer anymore. It was the fear that had moved in and rented a room in my mind. He never told me to just get over it. He just listened, and he helped me find an anchor. The anchor was small. It was finishing my degree. It was painting my windowsills a shocking, defiant blue. It was the decision to walk the familiar streets again, but this time, with my head held high, not glancing over my shoulder. The man was eventually caught. The city breathed a collective sigh of relief. For me, the relief was quieter, more complicated. I knew the darkness could return. But now, I also knew the precise coordinates of my own furious light. This is not the end of the story. It is the end of the chapter where I was a victim. Now, I am just Elara, a survivor. And I am walking into the next chapter, one steady, determined step at a time.